Libra, Dark Dove Tarot here. Hope you're doing fantastic. This is your reconciliation read for April 2021. So again, this is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for reconciliation for April. So again, it's that time where we do a reconciliation read. This is an energy between you and another person. So again, if you're not interested in somebody, if you don't have anybody from the past that you think about, wondering how they're doing or wondering what they're thinking about you, then this is not a read for you. So again, this is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for reconciliation for April 2021. So let's see what's going on for you guys. As always, check your other signs, as some months those may add a little more clarity to your story, or just kind of continue the story going on. So again, check your other signs to see how those resonate with you as well. Any likes, subscribes, comments are greatly appreciated. If you want a private read, the information is in the description below. So again, you can get a private read pertaining to your situation directly in the information below. Lastly, if you would subscribe, that greatly helps the channel. Anybody who has subscribed, who's reached out to me, letting me know that they're not getting notifications. Turns out that is becoming kind of a common theme right now on YouTube. And they're saying to hit the notification off and then back on, and that should start giving you notifications again. So appreciate everybody who's let me know and you know, has supported the channel. It means a lot. So lastly, on the left-hand side is where I'll be reading for you, Libra. And on the right-hand side is where I read for the other person. Can be completely reversed. So again, if the left side doesn't resonate with you and the right side does, again, the energies can be completely reversed. Cross watchers are also welcome. So you're welcome to view this read as well and see what you get out of it. So Libra, a few more cards and we'll get started. Also, the extended read will be available down below. I'm adding an extended read to these because I was asked for a little more clarity and information on these videos. So I am adding an extended that you can get in the link down below. Two more cards. We'll get moving here. For Libra, reconciliation. What's going on between you and this person? What's going on between you and this other soul or other person? All right, so first off, let's start out with your oracle card. Okay, and you have the waning gibbous one, or sorry, waxing gibbous one. I don't know why I said waning. Well, I do know why I said waning, but waxing gibbous one, discernment. Okay, so basically, you know, unsure what's going on, or unsure where this is headed or what you're going to do. Because again, this card definitely speaks volumes in, you know, making your own choices, looking carefully at your situation and judging wisely. So again, there's an uncertainty or an unclear direction. And so you're kind of looking for maybe a nudge or a push from the universe as to where you're coming, because there's been something difficult that you can't see, or something that's obscured, or something that you know, isn't quite showing itself or revealing itself, whether it's, you know, a person, whether it's the situation, whatever it is, there's something here that is unclear that you're not seeing. And so it's just saying, take care in making your choices. Take care in how you're going about dealing with other people, or, you know, deciding on situations. Now, you come out in your head here as the Knight of Wands, and in your heart as strength. So in your head, the Knight of Wands is perseverance. It's moving forward. So this tells me, regardless of the situation, you're moving forward with or without this person. You're ready. You've been at a stalemate. You've been stagnant, whether it's been doing the single thing, focusing on work, focusing on kids, focusing on the fur babies, whatever it is. There's been kind of not a lull, but maybe boring, or just not feeling like motivated. And now in your head, you're like, okay, it's time to start moving forward. Because again, Knight of Wands is that daring, kind of brave energy. And I feel somebody out there going, with or without you, with or without you. Now in your heart, you have strength. Strength is Leo's cards. You could be dealing with a Leo or have Leo placements in your chart. But the strength card is about patience. It is about strength, and it's also about self-belief. So this is saying, look, whether it's with this past person or whether it's with somebody new, I know I'm going to find it. That is something, there's no doubt in your mind. This unclear, portion seems to be more of the past situation. Not sure, what does this person want? Are they planning on coming back? If so, when are they planning on coming back? Those are the big questions here. You know what it is you're looking for. You know what it is you want in a relationship and in your love life. That part you're clear on. It's just with who and what direction. Now, they have the 10 of Wands in their head and the 7 of Cups in their heart. The 10 of Wands is a burden, a release of a burden. It's feeling a sense of, responsibility, but also a first completion. So in their head, there's something about, wanting to reach out and possibly apologize, or want to reach out and release this burden. Now, they may be trying to get over you right now, because the 7 of Cups talks about choices, options, temptations. So this tells me that they may be kind of like, okay, well, if you don't want me, Libra, then, I guess I'll see what's out there. And for some of you, this person maybe already had that attitude when you guys were together. So this may be nothing new, but there is some sort of burden here that they want to release. And it's almost as if they're trying to get over you. That's the burden. I'm not saying you're a burden, Libra. I'm saying that the burden of loving you, or the burden of you being on their mind, that is something that they're having a hard time releasing with this 10 of Wands. It's like in their mind, they think about you clearly, and their 7 of Cups is kind of that, that old saying of like getting over someone is getting under someone. Yes, I know that's gnarly, but still, that in their mind, they're kind of going, okay, Libra, well, if you don't want me, somebody else will. Or if you don't want me, you get the point. The next cards you have are the present. So you have the 5 of Wands and you have the 8 of Swords. The 5 of Wands is chaos, priorities, competition. This card has come up quite a few times for different signs. This tells me that you're in lieu of meeting other people, or you're interested in meeting other people, especially with the competition aspect. There's also some chaos, but it doesn't really feel like that's your love life. It feels like that's more of like work or family, or what's going on, globally, all of those different things combined. The chaos feels like this past person coming back would just almost add to it, or the uncertainty of what's going on with this past person is kind of the chaotic part when it comes to love and this other person. Now, there's also priority aspect here, which is saying, hey, that's what's important. What are your priorities? What is it you want? The bottom line is, it doesn't matter if it's with this person or with somebody else. It's about knowing, do you want to get married? Do you want to have kids? Do you want to just find a life partner to be with forever and ever? Do you want to be single and just have fun, and single and ready to mingle? There's no right or wrong answer here, but it's about figuring out what is your priority. Because let's say this person does come back and you're, off daring and adventuring and meeting new people, and you guys don't want the same things, then what's the point? Because you have the 8 of Swords here, which is self-imprisonment. This isn't somebody trapping you here. Now, in the card, it looks like that way, but here, she could easily get out. This isn't a situation that she can't walk away from. The swords she could knock over. I'm sure this she could twist off. So again, the 8 of Swords represents a situation where you're feeling trapped and you're kind of putting the blame on other people, or, well, I don't have control over the situation, but that's not accurate. This is really saying you could pull yourself out of the situation. So in other words, if you're not happy not knowing about this person, move on and kind of shut that door. And if they come back, you can make the decision then. But right now, it's almost like it's cracked open just a little bit in case they want to communicate, in case they want to talk. And that's making you feel this discernment of, what is going on here? What are my choices here? What are my options? Then their present cards are the Hermit card and the 9 of Cups. Now, the Hermit card is Virgo's card. So you could be dealing with a Virgo or have Virgo placements in your chart. And the 9 of Cups is a bliss, pleasure, fulfillment. Now, the Hermit card is talking about going inside spiritually. So this person, it's almost like they're flaundering this. Like they're saying, hey, look, I'm dating a bunch of people, or hey, I talk to people, or it's almost like they're doing this for attention, when in reality, they're really not hanging out with as many people as they make it out to be, or they're not talking to as many people as they make it out to be. Because the Hermit card is going within. It's kind of going into your man or woman cave and saying, look, I need to sit and have a spiritual moment by myself, and I need to, like get one with my spirituality. And this is just kind of having a coming to Jesus moment almost. And then you have the Nine of Cups, which is bliss, pleasure, fulfillment. This person feels that with you, because this is reconciliation read, trying to feel the energies. And here they don't really want to be with somebody else. They want to be with you. That's what gives them, you know, pleasure. But they're being selfish too, because it's about their pleasure. It's about what makes them happy. It's not necessarily about you. It's not necessarily about a compromise. It's more, you know, Libra makes me happy. Well, that's great, but there's a reason that you both weren't happy together. So it needs to be kind of an even scale type situation. Now, in your future here, you have the Empress card and the World card. The Empress card is a nurturing card. It's also paternal. So some of you could be wanting kids. Maybe you have kids. Maybe you're planning on having kids. Maybe you're pregnant, or somebody that you were with is pregnant. There's something here that could be potentially a kid or fur baby type situation, but the Empress is a very nurturing energy. So it's telling me that in the future, if this person approaches you, you're going to have a hard time not at least acknowledging them. Like, you're not going to ignore them. You're not going to be, completely rude and cut this energy off, but you're going to be very careful, because here you have the World card, and the World card is abundance and belonging. If you can feel that again with this person, I think that there might be a chance that you'd at least communicate and have a conversation. But if you don't feel that with this person, then this is kind of the completion of that cycle. The World card is the end of the major arcana, and also a major completion. So ending that's why I said this is where you're kind of figuring out what you want, regardless of knowing what they're up to or what they want. It's up to you to figure out what you want. And then when they approach you, which we know will happen, because like I said, they're portraying that all this other stuff is going on, and it's really not. They're not going anywhere. They're not doing anything major right now. They're kind of standing still, even though they'd like you to think differently. But when they do approach you again, you may already have options, or you may decide that this is done and gone, and the only thing you can offer is friendship. Now, in their distant future, they have the Two of Swords and the Four of Swords. The Two of Swords is deciding between a situation, and I think it's deciding on whether they want to come back and communicate with you and try this again, or whether they don't. So there will be some sort of communication here. It may just be a feeler, like a fishing type of, what are they, what is Libra up to? How is Libra feeling? Like, will they even talk to me? And then that'll give them a clearer picture as to what they do. Because for some reason, they're kind of riding your coattails on, what does Libra want to do? And then, go from there, when in reality, it should be, how do you both feel? But the Two of Swords is choosing between a situation. So again, I feel like it's choosing between, getting to try and communicate with you, possibly getting back together, and also, or should I just be, doing the Seven of Cups, meeting new people, even though, again, it's like they're flaunting something that's not really happening, because they have the Four of Swords, and the Four of Swords is rest, recuperation, relaxation. As I said, this person is not, like, they don't have this energy. You have this energetic passion, whether it's a past person or future person. I know that I'm going to find something magnanimous, something I really want, something a situation I love, and a person I love and adore, a situation I'm content with. They're feeling like this is almost too much for them. Whatever they're trying to put on, whatever their facade, whatever show they're putting on, it's going to catch up with them. And they may find out that they missed out on a big opportunity here, because eventually things will clear up in your mind, and you'll make a decision with or without them on whether you'll ever consider getting back together. Okay, Libra, I'm going to go ahead and clarify with several other cards and some oracles. If you want to watch the extended, the link is below. Bye.